Devin.
Yeah, Katie and Sharice, I'm here with Councilman Oliver Thomas. He's been kind of surveying the area. For reference here, we're at Claiborne and Tupelo, and it is so dark out here right now.
It's super dark, man. It's remnant of, gosh, some of the stuff I saw during Katrina right now. I've been driving the Lower 9, doing some assessments. Don't see a lot of devastation just yet, but it's so dark, you really can't tell. I see some wind damage, some stuff blown around. Lights are out here. People are real scared. I mean, my family property I grew up in is right over here. I'm getting ready to go do an assessment of that, as well as check on some neighbors down here. But I'm understanding, man, that our neighbors in Arabi and Chalmette are potentially hit very hard. So talk to some folk. We're ready to go assist them as soon as this thing is clear.
Yeah, it seems like the big headline from at least this neighborhood is the lights being out, and the street lights, and also the traffic lights as well being out.
Yeah, street lights, traffic lights out. Gonna do a little more riding, hopefully use the bright lights, go back towards the Bayou Bienvenue area, closer to the border with the Arabi in the Lower 9 on Dubarel Street, and hopefully that's okay. But thank God that it looks like right now the most we have is a little wind damage, power outage, and some utility issues.
Can you tell us where all you have surveyed already in the Lower 9?
Yeah, absolutely. From the Claiborne Bridge, right there around Tennessee Street, parts of the Upper 9, over near the Holy Cross area, around St. Claude, and here at Tupelo and Canal. Tupelo and Claiborne. This is my last stop until I go what we call back of town, back by Bayou Bienvenue. But it's so dark. I was waiting on my nephew Otis to drive back there with me.
So you've got some to still look at. Have you heard from any of your constituents that they've said that they've got damage or anything yet?
No, not just yet. I've heard from some family members. You know, people are saying, hey, look, the power's out. I talked to a couple of friends who said the power's out, but no one has talked about falling roofs or major damage to property. But like you said earlier, it's really still too dark, man. This is it's pitch black out here, so hopefully the bright lights will help as we do further assessments, and prayerfully and thankfully hopefully we didn't get any severe damage, but we're also hopeful and prayerful for our friends and our neighbors in Chalmette and Arabi.
Yeah, it seems like this area really skirted by this one because just to the east you've got horrible devastation.
Well, that's the thing about a tornado. You and I were talking about that earlier. I was going to come earlier because that's what I do. I've been through this stuff before, and my wife asked me, family say, look, just at least wait until it passes through, because the tail of a tornado can kind of jump around. But no, I'm really hopeful that there's not much damage other than utility and power outage.
All right, anything that you want to tell people in this area tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe stop at the stop sign.
Yeah, just tell people the lights are out, man. Be careful.
Yeah.
Stay inside if you're inside. Call us tomorrow if you need some help. The city, I've talked to Council President Marino and a lot of my colleagues in the region. Senator Joe Bowie called. He's actually been in conversation with Senator Richmond and our people at the White House. We're on top of this, and we're looking forward to clearing so we can at least have some daylight to do an assessment and hope that our neighbors and friends in Chalmette and Arabi aren't hit too hard.
All right, Councilman, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, that was Councilman Oliver Thomas giving us the rundown on what he has seen in the Lower 9th Ward. The big thing from this area to keep in mind is that it is so dark. There are no street lights, there are no traffic lights, and you saw almost an accident right behind our interview here because someone did not stop at the four-way stop. So keep that in mind as you're driving. Drive slowly, stop at an out street light as if it is a four-way stop, and just be very careful out here, especially if you're out assessing your property or driving. Either of those things, definitely just take it easy and take your time. We're going to send it back to you all in the studio now.
All right, that's